What's the absolute card in the sleeve? Ultimate panic button move for a college football player who just set the sport on fire. You don't transfer again. You don't sit out a year. If you're Brendan Sorsby, you blow up the system, drag a major university into a legal war zone, make yourself the most toxic name in the country, and then you try to escape to the NFL through the back door. I'll get into this as we continue. Welcome back, everybody. Today we have to talk about the absolute circus surrounding Texas Tech's supposed savior, Brendan Sorsby, applying for the 2026 NFL Supplemental Draft. Look, the mainstream media is going to give you the sanitized version. They're going to talk about a talented young quarterback facing eligibility hurdles. But let's entirely be real here. This is an absolute disaster class in accountability. And if an NFL franchise spends a premium pick on this guy in the supplemental draft, their front office needs to be drug tested. Well, maybe all except for the Cleveland Browns. We already know what kind of athletes they like to hold on to. Sorsby didn't just break the cardinal rule of sports. He treated the rules like a suggestion. He left Texas Tech holding a massive legal bill and is now treating the NFL like a witness protection program. Let's break down why this hot take is cold hard reality and why Sorsby's NFL dreams are on a massive trap. To understand why this NFL move is so cynical, we have to look at what just happened over the last 2 months. In April, Sorsby takes a leave of absence for a gambling addiction. Okay, look, gambling addiction is a real serious issue. I support anyone getting treatment. But then the court documents drop. We aren't talking about a guy playing a $20 blackjack hand. Sorsby wagered at least $90,000 over his college career. Worse, he admitted to placing at least 40 wagers on his own team or his own teammates while he was at Indiana. Let that sink in for a minute. If you're a quarterback, the literal leader of the franchise, and you're betting against your own guys, you have completely destroyed the concept of locker room trust. But it gets wilder and weirder. Texas Tech, who reportedly threw a massive $5 million NIL bag at him to get out of Cincinnati, decides to go to absolute war for this guy. They get a partisan judge from Texas on June 8th to grant a temporary injunction, basically telling the NCAA, hey, you can't suspend our expensive new toy. Texas Tech went all in. They alienated the Big 12. Other schools were literally threatening to boycott playing Texas Tech this season as Sorsby took the field. The Big 12 filed a federal complaint on Monday, June 15th, and the NCAA appealed. And what does Brendan Sorsby do? The exact same day, the Big 12 drops a legal nuke on Texas Tech. He tucks his tail, he dismisses the lawsuit, and says, thanks for the legal cover, Lubbock, and declares for the NFL Supplemental Draft. He left the Red Raiders completely high and dry after making them the ultimate villains of college football. And he didn't even play a single down for them. Now let's talk about the football side of this, because the draft gurus are already falling all over themselves. Oh, Rob Ring gave him a second-round grade. Oh, he has elite upside. He tied Desmond Ritter's touchdown record at Cincinnati. Stop. Just stop it. Yes, physically, Sorsby looks the part. He's 6'3", 235 pounds, and he threw for over 7,000 yards in college. But let's look at the actual tape and the trajectory. He couldn't hold on to the job at Indiana initially. He had a nice year at Cincinnati in 2024 and 25, but he is incredibly volatile. For every spectacular throw, there's a boneheaded decision. And now you're asking an NFL team to look past the fact that his decision-making off the field is a million times worse than his decision-making on it? The supplemental draft is a very specific beast, for those who don't know. It's not like the regular April draft. Teams submit blind bids using a pick from the following year's draft. If you draft a second-round pick on Sorsby, you'll lose the 2027 second round pick. If there's any world where Brendan Sorsby is worth a second or third round pick right now, let me know. Absolutely not. That's what I thought. He hasn't played football in months. He missed the entire spring structure because of rehab, and his mind has been in a courtroom rather than an NFL playbook or a college playbook. He is raw, he is unproven against elite NFL caliber defenses, and he's coming with baggage heavier than a cargo ship. But here's the ultimate kicker, the ultimate irony of this entire hot take. Why on earth does Sorsby think the NFL is going to be a safer, easier environment for him? The NFL has zero tolerance for gambling. Look at what happened to Calvin Ridley. Look at Jameson Williams. Look at the countless players suspended for merely opening a betting app inside a team facility. The NFL protects the integrity of its shield, like a dragon protects gold. And Sorsby's camp thinks Roger Goodell is going to wave him into the league with open arms? Think about the dynamic. Sorsby admitted to betting on his own team. If an NFL team drafts him, every single time he throws an interception, every time he misses a read, every time he takes a questionable sack, what is Twitter going to say? What is Vegas going to think? The conspiracy theories write themselves. He's a walking, talking PR nightmare for a league that is currently in bed with every major sports book in America. The NFL wants people to believe the games are 100% clean. Bringing a quarterback who has a documented history of a $90,000 gambling addiction, who bet against his own teammates, is a compliance officer's worst nightmare. NFL locker rooms are full-grown men with families whose livelihoods depend on winning. You think a veteran offensive lineman is going to block his heart out for a rookie quarterback who has a history of betting against his own squad? Good luck with that. The locker room chemistry would be radioactive from day one. If I am an NFL general manager, I'm staying far, far away. Could a team take a flyer on him in the 6th or 7th round just for his sheer physical traits? Maybe. Maybe some desperate team like the Browns might think they can fix him. But anything higher than a late round flyer is an absolute fireable offense for a GM. Brendan Sorsby had a golden ticket. Texas Tech bought him a $5 million roster slot. Their billionaires went to bat for him. Their lawyers saved his career. And he still chose to walk away because the heat in college football got too hot. If you can't handle the pressure of the Big 12 and the NCAA investigating you, how are you going to handle a Monday night football blitz with millions of people watching? He used Texas Tech as a shield, and the moment the shield started to crack, he ran. That's not leadership. That's not NFL quarterback material. But hey, that's just my hot take. Maybe you think some quarterback needy team is gonna drop a second round asset on him and he's gonna turn it all around and become the next great redemption story. Let me know in the comments below. Would you want your favorite NFL team to draft Brendan Sorsby? What round would you even consider taking him in? If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more unfiltered takes, and hit the icon bell so you never miss an upload. Until next time, keep it real. El Medio del Norte, JK Reacts, signing out. Oh, and stay away from the bookies.